Hey everybody, it's your girl Demetrius here, and I am bringing to you a little topic that I like to call Altars 101. This particular video, we're going to talk about some altar basics, the who, the what, the when, the why, the where, along with some ideas of what to do with your altars, what to put on it, where to put it, all that kind of good stuff. So if that's the information you're looking for, go ahead and grab a seat, make yourselves comfortable, and enjoy. So, what exactly is an altar? An altar is a sacred space, whether that be a room, a corner of a room, a tabletop, a mantle, all sorts of different things. And they're usually used for rituals, communications with spirit, meditation, and it's also a really cool display for all of your tools that you use for whatever your spiritual practice is. Now that we've basically gone over what an altar is, let's talk about why you want to use it. So we discussed some of the reasons altars are used, such as ritual, communication, meditation, so on and so forth. So having an altar space is an easy one-stop shop just for you. It's going to have all of your tools that you use in your practice, and it's just a nice dedicated space for you to connect with yourself, your soul, your higher being, your guides, your ancestors, angels, any and all parts of your spirit team, including yourself. It's an easy space just for you to do that specific work. And also, like we mentioned before, it is a wonderful, constant visual reminder of the work that you're doing for yourself and for the collective. Anyone who's interested in doing individual spiritual work can do an altar. You don't have to subscribe to any particular religion or practice. Just if it feels right for you, when it feels right for you is when you would construct your altar. Now, as far as where the altar would be constructed, you want to pick somewhere where you have enough space to do your work comfortably. Now, most people do very stagnant, very stationary altars. That's what's more traditional. But altars can also be portable as well. And these next few images that you'll see will be some ideas of altars that you can make, where they can be placed, what sort of materials you can use on them as well. And remember, however you plan on doing your practice, your intention is the key. In this particular picture is my dedication to Yemaya, who is the African Yoruba goddess of fertility and mothering. As you can see, lots of blue, lots of white, which are her colors. Also, because she is related to the sea, you will have here on my table a repurposed Starbucks bottle that's now filled with ocean water and the silt that's in the water, along with a small jar of sand. In this particular photo, you'll notice this is the wide angle entire view of my whole altar. As you can see, Yemaya over there on the right, and on the left I have Oshun, which is another Yoruban goddess that I work with personally. She is a love goddess. She is a goddess of prosperity, abundance, and attraction. So same thing here. I use a lot of her symbolism, her colors as well. Dried sunflower petals, peacock feathers, gold, the mirrored platform, all in dedication to her energy as well. Some other things that you'll notice on my table, there are different musical instruments which are important to me in my practice. You'll see my Reiki box in the back and a small platform in the middle which honors my ancestor, which is my father. Something new that I've been playing around with here lately is the thought of outdoor altar spaces. These are old cigarette tables that I repurposed into burn bowls that I do on my front porch. Here are some shots of the burn bowls that I constructed for use at the end of my driveway closer to my backyard. It's basically a clay or terracotta bowl that you can get from any sort of home supply store, usually for planting. I fill it with river rocks as to not damage the material, and then I just place my charcoals on top to burn that way. You also get to see this really nice nighttime display I did during one full moon, which shows the candles in the burn bowl. I was also burning herbs that night and offering to spirit and to the moon. Here's another example of a portable altar, which was just one candle and my incense burner that I did for a card reading that I did at my computer. And just remember, that's not the only ways that you can construct your altar. Those have just been ways that have helped me along the way and what felt good to me, depending on what I was working on. So it could be just like how mine is with your deities on display. You could have a space dedicated to your angels. You can have a space that's dedicated to loved ones that have passed away, ancestors. It could be dedicated to the elements. You can put the elements on your table, on your altar. Elements of fire, air, earth, water, which I have, not even on purpose. It just kind of turned out that way. And definitely pieces of you personally. So like I said, for mine, I have musical instruments that I use to connect with sometimes. Maybe that works for you. Maybe you are a crafts person, so you can put some of your crafting materials up there. Like if you do like me and make oil blends, or if you do herb blends, or if you make anything like that, that could be materials you could place on your altar as well. Whatever connects you to spirit is what you want to place there. And please remember, Spirit wants this to be easy for you, so don't complicate it too much. Go with the flow, get creative, do what feels right. When you look at your altar and you have that wonderful inhale and exhale, almost like a sigh of relief, like you're comfortable, then you know you've got it. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for hanging in with me while I talked a little bit basically about altars. Hopefully this helps. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm going to leave my information below. That also goes for any sort of love donations if you are so called to do so. I absolutely appreciate it. Thank you so much, and let me know what you want to see next time.